So in last class we started the unit called budget and budgetary control. So in that we have seen meaning of budget, and we have discussed the few aspects, a few definition of budget. So today we will discuss what what are the different features of budget, the salient features of budget we'll discuss, and along with that, most importantly, we will study what are the different classifications of budget that will be discussed here. So in last class, the classification of budget was incomplete. So in this class, we will complete. We will discuss in detail what are the different classification, or we can say that how the budget is classified. We will discuss. So let me revise that one budget. So budget, we know that it's an estimation of revenue and expenditure for a future specified period, that is nothing but budget, right? In general sense, the budget is described as a, as a precise statement, right? It's a precise statement, is a simple statement. It's a short statement which reveals or which represent a financial estimation of income and expenditure of the government for a certain period. In cost accounting, this is a general what we can call the in generally budget. You know that the government expenditure and revenue that can be list out, right? That precisely they make a statement over there, so that they can aware, they can estimate what are the different income and expenditure to the government for a specified period of time, that is nothing but budget. But in cost accounting, it means a quantitative statement prepared before a particular period to serve as an estimate of a future receipts and disbursement. So it means the future period of time, what exactly we will face, what the expenditure, the estimated expenditure will come for a future time period, and what the income can be generated for the future time period. So the estimated, the statement which we need to prepare, that is nothing but budget. So the integrated process of preparing, implementing and operating budget is called budgeting. So try to understand, the budget is the estimated statement of revenue and expenditure for a future time period or future specified period, that is what we can call budget. Then budgeting, it's a sense that it's a process, right? Wherever you use ing, right, the budgeting, that will become a process, the process of preparing, implementing and operating budget called budgeting. So how we need to prepare a budget, right? What, how we need to execute, implement that particular budget, and how we need to operate that particular budget. These are all the process, the integrated, the complete process, what we can call budgeting, right? Hope you understand these two, budget as well as budgeting. Some of the features are there regards budget that we will discuss here. It is an estimate of the economic activities of an entity which is related to a specified future period. So in meaning, we discuss in future time period, what are all the economic activities we need to use, or optimum allocation, optimum utilization of the economic activities of that particular business entity. That is what we can say that the estimate, the budget will do. It will function like a estimation of economic activities for a future specified period. It must be written and approved by the appropriate authority. So who can prepare that particular budget? It may be, or it must be in a written form, right? So in written statement, and it will be approved by the concerned authority of that particular business entity, whether it may be the board of directors or the owners of that business entity. They can be approved that particular budget uh, which is written or which is prepared by the particular person in a business entity. So that should be in written form, as well as that should be approved by the appropriate authority in that particular business firm. and it should be modified or corrected whenever there is a change in circumstances. So sometimes you know that the market conditions, as well as the due to competitions, due to trends in the businesses, we need to make it flexible with the different prices or different amount of the investments. We need to make modify. We can change that particular amount. Why? Because it should be uh, it should be uh, what we can say that it should be corrected with the future specified time. So that's why the particular current scenario, the increase in prices is decrease in price of a product, right? Due to inflation and deflation. So whatever the economic changes has been taken place in that particular time period, we need to make an adjustment with the we need to make an adjustment with that particular budget, so that we can make balance with the that particular statement for the future time period. So that's why, according to the time period, according to the change in circumstances, situations, what we need to do, we should we should modify, or we should correct uh, that particular budget when there is a change in different circumstances. And fourth one, it plays the role of a business barometer that helps in measuring the performance of a business by comparing actual and budgeted results. See, it will be act as a business barometer, right? The business measurement, what we can call it, it plays as a role of business barometer, which can helps to the business firm for measuring the performance of a business by comparing actual as well as budgeted results. So 1 lakh rupees, the expenditure they made by that particular business period for a specified future time period, we need to compare it with an actual results. So actual results may be more than this, the slight difference in that particular amount, 1 lakh, whether it may be the 9 lakh or something odd, and something like that. It means it may be more or it may be less. So that's why we need to compare it. If you are made a proper statement, so that you can able to compare, we can measure that particular performance with an actual as well as the budgeted results. The budgeted results may be more or less, or actual result may be more or less. So that's why, or it may be equal to the budgeted results. So that's why we can we can estimate the performance of the businesses by comparing the actual performance, right, the present performance of that particular businesses with the budgeted results of that particular business entity. We can make a comparison between the actual, the present, as well as the budgeted results which is made by the business entity. So that is also one of the major function of picture of the budget. It is prepared on the basis of past performance and trend in the businesses. So budget is not prepared on directly without considering the past year data. So before preparing the budget, we need to study the trend analysis of the previous performance of that particular business entity, so that assess we can able to assess what past performance of the business, right? So what's the present situation of that particular business, and what will be the expenditure and revenue we can estimate for the future specified period, that is possible by the effective budget system. So that's why we need to study the past experience or past performance of the business. On that basis budget is prepared. Why? Because we don't know that if you are for the first time you are preparing the budget without considering the previous data, it means you can't able to predict that, you can't able to assess that, or we can say that you can't exactly predict this much amount of investment we need to for the raw materials, right? This much amount of money we need to spend for a uh, different furnitures or the machineries, whatever infrastructure or manufacturing process. But by considering the past experience or the past performance only, we can able to assess, we can able to find the the correct exact balance of the uh, that results we can able to find. Otherwise, the without fast experience we can't able to predict the future aspects of that particular business entity. So that's why past experience or past performance is needed to prepare a proper budget. It is a business practice. So budget is a business practice which is used to forecast the operating activities and financial position of the business. So as I said, we need to forecast the operating activities of a business firm, right? As well as we need to find the financial position of the that particular business entity by doing uh, by preparing budget or what we can say that by estimating the budget we can able to understand, we can able to operate the future activities, or we can able to forecast the operating activities. Why? Because so different kind of activities, how much amount we should be kept into reserve for that particular activities, so that the firm or a business entity, it can estimate or forecast it can forecast different operating activities, as well as and what will be the financial position, whether we need to get uh, the maximum number of units will be produced or not, right? And what kind of uh, the target we need to reach by having such a proper budget. So then ultimately that will leads to know, or that will leads to forecast the operating activities, as well as that will helps to know the or assess the financial position of the business firm. So hope all of you are understanding, right? The features of budget, isn't it? Okay. So again, budget is used to fix targets in a monetary terms. So it is obviously used where it is used. It's obviously used for used to fix the targets in the monetary terms, right? The budget is prepared in the monetary terms, and we can able to control the deviations, if any. Further, it can also be used to measure the performance of the organization. So budget ultimately we can able to fix the target. Also, we can able to used as a basis to measure the performance of that particular business firm, right? So this is all about the features, so that we can able to understand what exactly budget and how it will work and why it is important, right? So next one, important part of this class, that is classification of budgets, right? How the budget is classified. So different authors or different uh, scholars has given different classification of budget, but you need to understand broadly the how, that what we can say that the budget is classified on the basis of time. It may be on the basis of, sorry, on the basis of time. It may be on the basis of capacity, or on the basis of scope. It may be on the basis of receipts and expenditure, right? There are four important heads. On that head the different budgets are classified. So according to the time, on the basis of time, the budget is classified as long term and short term budget, right? On the basis of capacity of budget can be classified under fixed as well as flexible budget, isn't it? So on the basis of scope, it can be divided into two parts, that is again the functional as well as master budget. And receipts and expenditure on the basis of budget can be classified into two parts, again capital budget as well as revenue budget. Moreover, the functional budgets are categorized into five categories again, that may be the sales budget, production budget, material budget, purchase budget, and cash budget. So these are all the important budget that is included in functional budget. So you may get it for a 2 marks. So what are all the different kind of functional budget? Functional budgets are sales budget, right? Production budget, materials purchase, as well as cash budget. So let me explain one by one, right? So on the basis of time, how the budget is classified. One is long term as well as short term. So name itself reveals that long term budget is the long term budget is designed for the long term. It means that is uh, 3 to 10 years is called long term budget. So it may be the budget it may be prepared or designed for 3 to 10 years. In between 3 to 10 years or more than this, we can call it as long term budget. The budget designed for by the management, right, for a long term, that is 3 to 10 years, is called long term budget. Just opposite to the long term budget, that is just contrary, short term budget. It is prepared ranging from 1 to 2 years, that is nothing but short term budget. As the name suggests, the budget which is prepared for a period ranging from 1 to 2 years is called it as short term budget. So again, on the basis of capacity, the budget can classified into fixed as well as flexible. So that will be explained, that we will going to discuss. And fixed budget as well as flexible budget. Fixed budget is nothing but which is fixed, which is remain fixed. We can't able to change it as per the change in different level of activities or different circumstances. We can't able to change it. It is a stable. We can also call it as a stable budget. And flexible budget is also known as dynamic budget. So flexible budget, the budget which changes with a change in the level of activities, is a flexible budget. So as I said, the name itself, you can, once you can able to uh, understand the concept, then you can able to write it in a very easily. So fixed as a budget is a budget which is designed or which is created by an organization, and that particular budget will be fixed ever, and that may not be changed at any change in level of activities or anything which the firm wanted to change. It means that is not possible. Why? Because that is fixed with the certain level, certain activity level of that particular entity, and particular budget remains constant regardless of the level of activities. Whether the level of activities may change or not, but budget won't be changed. That is remain for long time. That is nothing but we can call it as fixed budget. And just contrary to the fixed budget, flexible budget, the flexible budget, what we can call it, is created by business entity. It can be changed according to the time or according to level of activity. It is nothing but flexible budget. It identifies the fixed cost, semi-variable cost, and variable cost to show the expected results at a different values. So that's why it is called it as a fixed flexible budget. It means we know that we can able to assess the fixed cost, right, the semi variable cost and variable cost, to show the expected result at a different values in the future specified period. That is nothing but we can able to change according to the level of activity, so that we can able to understand a different kind of costs. We can able to understand whether it may be the fixed, semi variable cost, and variable cost. So that is nothing but flexible budget. And the next category, that is based on scope, budgets again classified into functional as well as master budget. So generally we can say that master budget is a combination of all the functional budgets. So let me discuss functional budget as well as the different kind of functional budget: sales budget, production budget, material purchase, as well as cash. So in functional budget, the budget which is concerned with the business functions is called functional budget. So very simple. the different functions of an organization. So according to that, budget is prepared for the sales, for the production, or the different activities, different department in an organization. And that particular head, we are going to prepare the different kind of a budget that is nothing but functional budget. So it can be further classified as sales budget, production budget, cash budget, along with materials budget as well as production budget. So sales budget is nothing but we can able to assess, we can able to anticipate the sales at a future specified time period. That is nothing but sales budget. Sales budget is used to determine the quantity of anticipated sales and the expected selling price for a unit. We can able to find the quantity of anticipated sales in terms of quantity, as well as in terms of SPPU, selling price per unit. Also, we can able to assess by doing or by designing sales budget. And secondly, production budget, the production related activities, right? How much raw materials required, how much output we need to produce, all the information is included in production budget. In simple, production related all the informations, all the expenditures we need to shown into the production budget. And third one, material budget, right? So material budget in the sense that how much quantities of material required for the manufacture to the finished goods, that is nothing but materials budget. And purchase budget, it means what are all the different value of different items we need to purchase at a different point of time, considering the production schedule and inventory required, how much stock is required, how much as per the production schedule we need to prepare production purchase budget. And cash budget is nothing but we need to assess, we need to identify what are all the receipts and payments which is done by that particular business firm, that has been shown in cash budget. The budget highlights the cash needed by the business in a specified period, taking into account all the receipts and payments of the business firm. So again, apart from this, again some of the few functional budgets are there. That may be raw direct material usage budget, factory overhead budget, production budget, right? Cost of goods sold budget, selling and distribution budget, administration expenses budget, etc. are the different functional budgets. And most importantly, master budget. Once all the functional budgets are created, then the financial officer will prepare a master budget on the basis of functional budgets. So as I said, it's a process or combination of all the functional asset budgets is nothing but master budget. It is an integrated budget that reflects the estimated profit and loss of a financial position using budgeted profit and loss account and budgeted balance sheet of the concern. By different functional budget, we can able to assess or we can able to find the financial position of the business entity by knowing all the budgeted fee and account and budgeted balance sheet of that particular business entity. So again, on the basis of receipts and expenditure, budget is uh, categorized into two kinds, that is capital budget and revenue budget. So capital budget is nothing but the estimated amount of it is an estimated capital receipts and capital expenditure of the business for a specified time period. That is nothing but capital budget. Revenue budget, revenue receipts and revenue expenses. So you know that capital budget and capital as well as revenue, right? So on that particular expenditure which is made by the do you know that capital expenditure, the expenditure which is incurred for the fixed assets, what we can call, that is the capital, uh, right? The expenditure or the revenue receipts or expenditure which is made by the firm on the capital receipts or maybe the capital budget, capital expenditure, that is nothing but capital budget. As well as revenue budget, in the sense that what are the revenue receipts as well as revenue expenditure of that particular firm which is incurred in the financial year, that should be designed in revenue budget. So budget acts as a map for the future economic activity of the business which are prepared as per the policies of the different organizational functions, it aims at making optimum utilization of capital and other resources of the organization. So ultimately, it act as a future economic. It will be act as a map, right? The direction between the future economic activities of a business, right? And what are the policy we need to prepare for the organizational functions to make it effective, and how we can make the optimum utilization of the capital and other resources available into the organization, that can be prepared through the budget itself. So hope all of you are understand what exactly budget and what are all the different uh, features of budget and how the budget is classified. So let me revise all the things once again. So budget is nothing but it's an integrated process of preparing, implementing, operating budgets is called budgeting. It's a process of budget, what we can call that is budgeting. And budget, it means it's a future specified time period. Yeah, what are all the requirements, what are the expenditure, what are the receipts that we need to make a statement, that is nothing but budget. And different kinds of features we have seen. It's an estimated of economic activities for a future time period, right? It must be written and approved by the appropriate authority, and according to time we can change it, right? It may be the act, it is a role, it plays as a role of a business barometer for the budgeted as well as actual results and a compare ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. And it is prepared on the basis of past experience on the past performance. We able to understand the financial position, right? We can able to find the financial position, as I said, right? Again, the classification on the basis of time, the long term and short term, on the basis of capacity, fixed as well as flexible, on the basis of scope. Again, functional budgets as divided into five kinds, and master budget and receipts and expenditure. So